Hey everyone, this is Ryan B with Practical Forex Trading, and this is your weekly analysis for the euro versus the dollar. So Euro USD. The date is August 23rd, 2020. It is 12:50 p.m. here in the States. Market should be kicking off here in about 4 or 5 hours. If you want to stay up to date with all of our weekly videos, make sure you click that red subscribe button. Okay, so from a high level point of view, I am bullish on Euro USD. Let's talk about the whys behind that. So here's the daily chart, and really what I've mapped out is kind of a parallel trend channel that goes along the tops of this recent bull trend. If we look at this in the weekly, we can see prices well ahead of the fast-moving weekly moving average. It does concern me a bit. It's this far ahead, but still, we can see we're really kind of stuck in this bullish. We've got a pennant flag going on, bullish pennant flag. So if I were to move this and draw another trend line here, we can see this is the scenario that's forming. And that's very bullish. And price has really stayed above this $1.18, $1.117.50 mark. Let's go back to the daily and we'll talk about price action from Friday. So Friday did dip below the fast-moving average. However, it stayed on top of this plateau. So if we go ahead and look at the 4-hour, we see that price came off this trend line, and this bearish right here, this bearish 4-hour, quickly followed up by another bullish 4-hour, pushing price back above this zone. Why that's important is we look back over in here in time. Throughout the weeks, price was either unsuccessful pushing through that, or once it did, it remained above. And this is really a bullish ascending triangle, right? So we've got higher lows that's really pressing on this horizontal plane. So if I were to map that out with a geometric shape, it would look something like this. So I can go ahead and keep it on my chart and say, well, as long as price stays above this zone, every time it pushes down, it moves back out, then I'm still bullish. So I'm going to put my stops behind 1.1750, and then we should see price attempt to make a new high at the 1.1950 area. So since we got our 4-hour, let's go ahead and apply our pivot points. 1839 is our pivot. So that means there's a pretty good chance that price will coast there sometime this week without much assistance needed, right? Buying or selling, kind of drift there as it averages out. And if we go here to R1, 1.1923. So that's really that last plateau right here. We can see that price, the candles held above there for a few days, then got knocked out. So now we're going to go ahead and make another attempt. This will help enable that weekly pennant formation to stay intact and keep growing in a bullish sense. So that's our R1. Okay, we'll put that there. If price does go through R1, R2 is 1.2050, so way up here. And that makes sense, right? If once price catches on, we get a bull run going, it's usually pretty fierce, and you don't want to get in the way of that. I would encourage you not to focus too much on selling tops, right? Guessing where the ultimate top is. Because really, every time that price has been rejected, we can see in these past sell-offs, price just keeps slowly moving higher. This is always a messy business, right? It's not a fine line, but it's kind of scribbles across the line. But we can see is this candle here definitely was a bullish engulfing of this candle here, and price is moving its way. When the market opens, we might see a slight dip back down as it catches steam and then shoots off. So we're still below the 1-hour fast, and that's what we'll probably see as the market opens. Price kind of waver around here, this catch up with this fast-moving average. Once price goes on top of it, that's kind of like my short-term day trading bullish signal. Okay, back here, let's talk about support. If you are bearish, you're going to find support at 1.1712. That's really on this channel here, the bottom of this channel, which still price could come down there and it would still make a good buy. It just with this recent 4-hour candle, I'm not so sure. And as long as price stays on top of this plateau, really thinking about things in a horizontal grid is super important in a channel, because that's really, it takes the subjectivity out of it. So there, if price moves back in within that channel, that's another bullish signal. So that's our S1. Okay, so if price were to go down more, we'd find support there. We are going to, at some point, approach this 4-hour fast-moving average and kind of level out, but that might occur around the pivot point. S2, 1.1627. And we've also got some support down here. We can see this price shelf was tested back in July. So that's going to be our S2. Okay. Everyone have a great week trading. I hope you make lots of pips. I'm currently bullish. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to be, but these videos are to prove out my case why I'm bullish. And we could just talk, anyone who wants to talk about trading, feel free to leave notes in the comments. All right. Have a good one. Bye.